Jojo Lu, welcome to my channel.
是小美伊。
啾啾，啾啾，有没有空看台啊？
Cassandra, by the gods, is that you?
Is that you?
By the gods, Aitor, is that you? You look... You look old, my friend.
When was the last time I saw you? Kefalonia. That job for Marcos. Remember? We ended up back to back, surrounded by angry pirates.
Though, as I recall, I had your back.
Polish your memories like you would your armor, and they'll make much better tales.
I'd heard rumors you'd settled down in Attica.
在等看中
Always
心的
thought
车。
you'd die with a blade in your hand, not open up a shop.
The blade I always thought
好
I'd
哦
take，with me is
看中
missing.
医。
I could use your help if you're willing to assist an old friend.
You mean Arpi? You loved that blade.
Some Malakas commander came in here demanding I fix his fucking twig. When I couldn't, he said I was obligated to provide a new one. And the one he wanted was hanging on my wall.
I'll get Arpi back for you.
Don't do anything stupid. I just want her back.
Hey, you know me.
That's why I'm afraid.
That's why I'm afraid.
Tell me where to find the commander.
He's here in Attica, at Fort Phili.
Why go to so much trouble for an old sword?
She's the only thing I loved that never left.
And how will I know her when I see her?
How could you forget a hilt of gold with a curling serpent moving up the blade? Always sharp, no matter what. And when you swung her, well, she'd sing a siren song of death. Kept me alive through many a scrape.
恋物癖，
That I do remember.
十足的恋物癖。
I should be going.
Remember, we don't want trouble. Just sneak in and take it. You're still good at that,
啊
right?，
没有这把
I
剑，
won't lower
睡不
myself
着。
to answer that.
哇，有够远啊！在这里，太远了，骑马去。
Ella.
哇，人还真多呢哦，看来免不了又要杀一堆人了啊。
Off we go now. This must be Fort Filey. If Victor's right, I'll find the sword inside. I should try to stay out of sight.
I can hear you. whoever did this, I promise.
What was that noise? Eh? Malaka! Stop that whistling! Is someone here? Stop that whistling.
That's odd. I should go look. What?
happened won't go on.
But let's go.
I hope you are ready to die, evil man! The archer! Here!
Watch out for that beast!
Anyone got eyes on them? They're not here. Keep your guard up. I want them found. I'll find them. You'll make a fine supper.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
真有钱。
Where did that come from?
Sounds human. Better check it out.
Huh? I heard something. Nobody escapes me. I'm sure it came from here. Eh? Who's whistling? Eh? Body up ahead. Everyone be on guard. I won't lose.
is Arpi, all right. No mistaking this blade.
Glad you're back safely. Did you get my Arpi?
Yes, I found Arpi.
Good, good. And what of that Malacca's commander?
He didn't survive our encounter.
蜜雪 Welcome to my channel.
安安，
I have a feeling there's more to the story of Arpi's disappearance than you're letting on.
What? Come now. You've always had such a suspicious mind. Still seeing conspiracies everywhere, are we? You've done me a great favor here. Let's not sour the celebration.
Getting Arpi back wasn't easy. I had to go to a lot of trouble. A little drachmi wouldn't hurt.
You truly are a mercenary, through and through.
I learned from the best, remember?
Of course, I'm happy to pay. You did me a great service today. And great work deserves a great reward. Here, take this. Even if I don't swing her anymore, I'm glad to have Arpi back.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. And try not to lose anything else. Vitor.
Ah, my friend. I'm so glad you're here.
I know that look. If you need a favor, just tell me.
Well, yes. A small one. A mercenary and old friend of mine has gotten himself captured.
So you'd like me to free him?
Sadly, I'm no longer able to do these things myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't ask.
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you, my friend. Once you rescue him, take him to the beach. I've left a boat there for him to escape.
Tell me where to look for him.
He's in a military camp just north of here.
Why are you so worried about a mercenary?
He's a friend. Didn't I do the same for you? Remember that trouble you and Marcos got into?
Yes, you're right.
If we're not going to look out for each other, who will?
Time to go get your friend. You ride! Yeah! Ella. There he is.
从哪里摸进去比较好呢？
后方如何？
后面这边好像不错，只要小绕一下。前门虽然可以右出来，但是后面好像比较不错。前面还有3只金的。 不要跟我说我要从后面摸进去，你们就全部走到后面去了。
They'll be on high alert here.
飞雷神打不到啊，角度差。弓箭也不行，被挡住了。有这么硬？你看，我走到后门来，妈全部都跑来后门了。 程式写的还真好呢哈！吹口哨它会下来吗？
Who's doing that?
哎，会呢。根本不理我，看这狗呆。总之呢，先跑进去吧。哎，干，这不能跑！操你妹！ 不能进去哦，骗笑哎！谁来告诉我？谁来告诉我？ 就是不让我进去就对了啦。可以早说嘛。 尸体要被发现喽！
What's that noise?
Oh. 比较麻烦的是。 金框头上还加个皇冠的，那个一次刺杀好像不会死。救不过来呢哦。 面连了一只，不好下手。
I've got you! Now I've found her! Hide from me!
Oh, 有卡称。
I'll get that out.
Thanks.
下来啊，下来啊，自己下来啊！看来没有不知道路下来呢哦。
You are. I was starting to think you wouldn't show up.
You!
Hello, Emilko. Long time.
Itor, what's going on? Why are you here?
Of course. He didn't tell you, did he? You've been used, my friend.
Shut up! I'm not here to hear you talk. I'm here to see you die.
You deceived me. You asked me to rescue him just so you could kill him.
I didn't lie. Just omitted some details, that's all.
I got him out as you asked, so why kill him now? I could have dealt with him if that's what you wanted.
Because I had to see him.
Why?
Because he killed the love of my life.
We both share guilt in that. But she was my wife!
Your wife?
She wouldn't have died if...
What? If I hadn't caught you? If you hadn't attacked me? If she hadn't tried to stop us? If our blades hadn't struck her down? Who's to blame here?
Despite what either of you did, this won't bring her back.
It will make me feel better.
And that's all that's important to you in the end, isn't it? Easing your conscience.
You think killing him would make you feel better? I guarantee it won't. And it sounds like she wouldn't have wanted either of you to get hurt.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Fuck you're sorry. You destroyed my life that night. But I agree with your friend. Let's just pray we never see each other again.
Why, you...
Let him go. You made the right choice here.
Sometimes we cannot make up for the mistakes of our past. I'm just glad all those years with me didn't rub off on you.
Sometimes we need to move on from the past, like I did from Kefalonia. You have a chance to make a new life. Use it.
要死啦！刺杀伤害已经是最高的了。降低移动刺杀发出声音，还能缩短敌人侦测距离。 破坏小型盾牌。破防这个感觉好像不错。招来副手，火焰剑属性伤害。好难决定啊，60%加90%防御，10%几率会让敌人失去平衡啊，算了。战斗手杖20级，一堆，那现在一堆20级的了。哦，又得去升级了。随便一件白装都比你现在穿的好。
Let me know what you need. May the blessings of Hermes go with you.
That's so. Wouldn't be surprised if he could already be...
We'll be watching you, Misthios.
At least give them a welcome first.
Fine. Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe!
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, every pedies.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
You're leaving me alone with these people?
You'll do fine without me, I promise. Just relax, talk to the others, and focus on finding your mother.
Δέονες τη διαλγίνονταν εις μόνος και εν ερημία.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say? Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating Iroquois. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point of view.
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war?
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
I'll change the subject again. I'm looking for someone. A Spartan woman.
Spartan? Hopefully she's dead in the gutters. It's better than those mongrels deserve.
I wonder if you found the woman, even if you saw her with your own eyes, would you believe her existence to be true?
This is getting nowhere. Forget it.
If you don't want to discuss that, then what?
If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Pericles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies closest of all.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe her presence is still no guarantee that she is here.
In my opinion, it's just like her to cower in the shadows while we stand out here in the light.
This has been useless. Here.
You're back.
This has been useless. Here.
Ah, the Mystios from the ostracism. Let's talk later. Ah, the Mystios from the ostracism. Let's talk later.
A new face in Pericles' abode. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides? Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Pericles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Pericles is no different.
I'm too busy to deal with you at the moment. Go on now, out of my kitchen.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Evripidis. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Evripidis and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Έχει πολλά παρελιλήθα σε άνευ οψοφυτικών χρηστηρίων.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Theatera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts. Ali!
主要情报竟然在他身上。
Oh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusha in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Whoa.
É hora que as pessoas que... É hora que as... Tá ali?
上哎，上去啊！不能爬。
There's much to do, and many unknowns on our horizon.
Wow, 哇，你是怎么上去的，大哥？不能爬，穿这样就不能爬了。
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
Flapping bladder.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship where he took pity on me. Now I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning, Perhaps one drink.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity.
I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
灌酒呢，哈，真不错。
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Ah, if it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rules. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
Fun, eh?
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
天平。
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, now. To convince someone in this house, even your eyes must tell a lie.
Fine, it was me. But my actions were personal, not political.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Phoebe did nothing wrong. Aspasia asked her to let me in.
Of course she did. I can't say I'm thrilled about going down and speaking to everyone. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Emetiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
Spartans outside the walls, people crammed inside. I don't envy you.
Even so, there isn't another city I'd rather live in.
I can't say I know how that feels.
When you find your place, you'll know it.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
我想留下来。
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There is a woman in Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
He sure does. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
任务很多啊，法外之地。有3个任务，超多的，而且我觉得我现在没钱了。看过这么穷的刺客吗？ 接小任务吧。
Now, out of the way.
Here, friend. Anything a mercenary can do for you?
Misthios, hear me, I've seen it. The fall of Athens as we know it.
You've seen what?
The flower that withers under the loving gaze of the sun. A great sickness is on the horizon. Despair will consume Athens.
That was some, beautiful poetry.
It wasn't poetry. This is real danger I'm talking about, and I need you to do something about it.
What do you want?
Great warrior, you have arrived at just the right time. To save the city from despair, deliver this single wilted flower to the city physician. Only then will he know of the storm headed our way.
I'm supposed to deliver it?
You got it. The job will be finished once it arrives.
All right, I'm in.
By the gods, thank you.
May the fates be on your side.
送个东西而已，有什么难的？跑腿任务。
A delivery for you.
Thanks. Here, for your efforts, mercenary.
Here, is there something you need?
My brother takes credit for all my writing. He makes me send it to him. Everyone praises him for my work.
Siblings can be difficult.
I could send him something bad to read. Then everyone would laugh at him. But is that enough? I can't take this, Misthios. He's been doing this for years. I won't let it continue.
I'm supposed to deliver it?
You got it. The job will be finished once it arrives.
I'm the one for the job.
They'll tell tales of this mercenary.
I should get going.
哦，浴场，罗马浴场，好哦，洗澡澡哦。这里不是意大利。
πόλεμος απαξί τα εμπορεύματα. Στις θάλασσες πόλεμος απαξί τα εμπορεύματα εκ του ευξήνου πόντου.
Ryder told me you'd be expecting this.
Ah, just what I needed. Take this for your trouble, Misthios.
Ένα οπολόν, τι σημαίνει, 4 γέοι.
Συνόσο δύο, κοπρίτο πιο πόλε. Κόπρετε λάρικας όλοι στε.
Εστί καλόν όσο ό,τι ένεστη εις αγορά.
Ποιος ο υπέτειος.
Ολό ό,τι δύναμη όνες.
Τι ήστα όταν η μύτη πλημμύρισε.
Ιού, τι αυτή. Πήγε, χώρο.
Ακριτέλους παραμένουν.
Έχει πολύ κοσμήματα στην αγορά.
Αν αναμενήσουν όλοι καλούς τους άλλους,
Λύσμονες κλειπτούν, οι θεοί με εγκατέλειψαν. Εσύ!
Cassandra! I knew you'd change your mind after turning me down. Unfortunately, love must wait a little longer.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Misthios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanes can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning?
Meaning you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so. Sophanes has a mind for politics, but can only participate as a citizen.
I didn't realize you had a list of mercenaries you favor. And I'm at the top?
Of course you are. Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
This sounds simple. Now tell me why it isn't.
There's the small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe. Talking in circles may work on others, Socrates, but not on me.
I don't speak in circles or any other shape. You answer one question.
Πήγε, πόρο.
雅典议事厅。只有防守的兵力嘛。
I should watch my step around here.
丽雪
Welcome to my channel.
先离开了。
88.
拜拜。
Αλλά όμως σου πλησί διάφοροι.
Πώς περιμένουν, ο οίκος ότι μάλλον εφάσγαν έναν εκεί.
Και δηλαδή εξεπολόμενε τη σειρά. Έχουμε να το βρει καμίνους. Βρίαστες. Δι διαφυγή με εντεύθεν πανσιμό.
Don't come any closer. 你明明στα γέννητε.
啊，这个应该要点那个
Ίστα έχω ευποδία και η καλή.
佣兵，点一个佣兵技。
Σπουδαίος χοροδιδάσκαλος.
Σύνελθε. Σύνελθε.
点一个佣兵技能，然后让他们分散注意力。 啊，重置能力要600。
Looking for trouble.
Επικαλούμεσαι. Τι πήγες.
Now you die!
get tired eventually. You have to look.
Πού εντάφθα. Πού δυνατόν.
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
My favorite Misthios returns.
And with good news, too.
My favorite kind. You did it then?
Of course I did. Sophanis' name is now on the citizen list.
Perfect. I knew you were the right Misthios for the job. Now that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
Next time you want me to do two things, tell me both at the same time.
The second is dependent on the first. I needed to know it was complete. I didn't expect you to get so upset about it.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanis' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Peros.
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect. I knew you'd be willing to help.
There must be a good reason we can't be witnesses.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Peros, though. It's easy to lose oneself in his gaze.
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course. This should be the last thing.
Should?
I mean is.
Time to find Peros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
Anything I can do for you today, friend?
The herbs and medicines I use to treat the women after childbirth. The commander has demanded them.
What use does he have for them?
Perhaps as medicines for other complaints. Maybe he has a woman. I have no idea. I don't care either. I just don't want his soldiers attacking me for medicines my patients need.
You want me to kill him?
Yes, the Athenian commander must fall.
I'll help you.
By Zeus, thank you.
I'll be back when everything's taken care of.
The witness. There you are.
Θαλάσσης πόλεμος απαξιάζει. Το κρέας γίγνεται χάκιον και πολλών χάκιον. Γίνει τη σούσα εκεί.
That's the guy Alcibiades called handsome? God.
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He's persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanes.
Sophanes. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanes betrayed his men for drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
Sounds like Theon may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do what you want. Oh, make sure Sophanes doesn't know I was part of this.
花我的钱。
Έχουμε μάρμαρον πολύ στον χείο.
You've returned!
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Ah, I was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanes deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanes the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
Nobody changes. Not enough, at least.
Then do a person's actions stay with them for life? If a man steals a sword from a blacksmith, is he bad until death takes him? How can we predict a person's future actions?
我觉得苏格拉底真的很烦欸。
A person's past shows who they'll become. The one easy part of my job is how predictable people can be.
Then a war criminal such as Sophanis must bear that choice with no hope to change how he's seen. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods.
Welcome to my channel.
安安。
Hello， 安安。杀死雅典指挥官。
Do it!
For the gods! You'll never beat me!
Die! 哦，他掉下去了。
You can collect my drachmae.
You again? Have you killed him?
Your man is dead.
I'm glad I put my faith in you, Mistios. Please, take this.
All in a day's work.
拆了。拆装换材料。啊，言论自由，又是苏格拉底，我快受不了苏格拉底了啦。我们来看看苏格拉底到底想要讲什么。
I call that impression the lapdog. I wonder how many scraps Hermipos has received from Cleon's table. Hermipos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of Cleon's greatness.
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermipos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an
最近
afternoon.
都不
And
开
a
船
drunken
了。
one at that. Mine are for a clever audience.
The same audience you judge. Should it not be clever enough?
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character in one of my plays. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermipos should say what he wants?
They're only words. Hermipos should be able to say what he wants.
No matter what he says. What if he devoted his life to slandering you? Not just in
开船还
Athens,
是
but
会
throughout
啊
the land.
只是
Saying what he wants doesn't mean he would
总
escape
是要
my
换
spear.
个游戏
Then
玩一下，不
everything
然
we say
很多东
has
西
a
还是会腻
consequence,
啊。
even if we are allowed to say it. An intriguing thought, wouldn't you agree?
If you have such an issue with Hermipos, why not do something about it yourself?
I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him. Maybe you'd have better luck.
It can't be that hard to find Hermipos.
That's what I thought as well. Maybe he's afraid I'll find him.
Once Hermipos is in front of you, what are you going to say?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but I promise you, it will be a grand spectacle.
It almost sounds like you're jealous of Hermipos.
Ha! Me? Envious of him? Making someone sad is easy, but making someone laugh takes true skill and talent.
Wherever Hermipos is, I'll find him.
I hope you do. His residence would be a good place to start.
The watch will be vigilant here. Doesn't look like Hermipos is here. I should take a look around.
嗯，有草丛都好搬。
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Where did that come from?
did that? Who's doing that?
You! Stop!
Where is that coming from? Is that the body? Are they okay?
This is a lot of money for someone like Hermipos. Explains his residence, at least. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermipos on his play. Everyone's a writer. mask from the cult of Cosmos. Hermipos must be a member. What is it? I couldn't find Hermipos, but I did find out something about him. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos.
Then it's no wonder he attached himself so closely to Cleon. Discrediting Pericles and his beliefs in Athens would benefit Hermipos and the cult, I'd imagine.
Hermipos is definitely a problem.
Do you still believe he should say what he wants, Socrates?
I know not what I think, nor what I know.
Yes, you deserve a play of your own.
What is a leader if he hides behind the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice for my city.
Σκευοφύλαξ μέρος στη λαμβάνει και οι ανοιχτές αμοιβή μικρά με
我觉得我在解决那个神教成员之前，得先升级一下武器。背钩，哇，好缺钱。剩一次要4000多，材料也不够。超缺材料啊！ 雅典战争英雄手套。哇，所有箭矢都可以穿透盾牌啊！
Have a good day。
真屌！护手，护手，护手。还蛮好看的。先换了。没有什么其他好的金装了。
Καλώς πιστεύεις. Φέρε την άμαξα στην οθήση. Μήλος πίστη Βουλή, επί των ημερώνυμων ο οίκος σου εφημάδων χάσκαγε ανεμικούς...
稍等一下哦。
Υπάρχει αήθης πόρνος στα πέριξ, ώστε σαν να... Ετοίμητε 10 γραφεία. Μη οράσος πικραντικός διατίθεστε, ούτε δε ανέχεις ως μικράν την τιμηνή μου.
Όνε ενφαεσμέν, σχεδίε 10 μεν.
Καλώς.
Αδύνατο.
看起来就是不好打。
Best stay out of sight.
That noise is annoying. I've got both eyes on you. I see you over there. Watch your...
παρόδοτα των χρέων της Χίλας. Ούτε δάνειος υπάρχει, οπότε εις αυτή δώσουμε το χρέος του.
Πότνια, ο σύζυγος ημών τέφθηκε, μη προληπτήσουν μια διακάδα γελάδα.
Don't you try anything!
Ήλθε, παρεμέσου το
I need to find where that came from.
Πότνια, ο σύζυγος ημών τέφθηκε, μη προληπτήσουν μια διακάδα γελάδων.
I'm watching you!
Ήλθε, παρεμέσου. Φύγε, πόρο. Προείδηκα το πατρί σου, ότι έχεις πάβει να το στείλω πίσω εδώ.
Τώρα πλήσμονες και τις δύο νέες.
What the?
Well, I should see what that was.
Αλλά όμως ούτω εισίδια, δώσ' τη ευκαιρία. Εργάσομαι νυχτερινός, ουδείς ποτέ όχι. Ούτε δάνειος υπάρχει, οπότε εις αυτή δώσουμε το χρέος.
I think I saw something. Nothing to worry about.
Φύγασε σημειού ότι η αγελάς ούτε μία έγινε στην χώρα. Πέδειξες μια ασθενεία τέχνη. Αλλά όμως επανέλεξε η λύση σου. Αν είναι αντιπολάβων επαρχιακών καταπλήξης μας λαφώντας άνω.
Και δεν αντιλαμβανόμουν ότι άλλοι 12
Stop the fucking whistling!
What was that?
Τι τρόπο έλαβεν χώραν. Αλλά ούκο μόνο.
Καλώς έτσι. Και εγώ. Ιδανία απαντές.
Face me, son!
丽雪
Welcome to my channel.
安，离10点半还有一点时间，所以就回来了。
安安呢？
So much for you and your creepy mask.
烧掉战争补给，还有战争补给要哪？看到嘞。番茄酱真多。还有一个战争补给在哪里呀？没找到。 到在对面。啊，好像就是在对面哎。这不对啊，这是另外一边的。 不会是那一个吧？真的呢。
That should hurt the Athenians here.
哇，黑曜石剑535。 猎人伤害加3%所有伤害，对雅典士兵，先装这一把吧，装备已经跟不上了。毒翼手套，哦，加刺客伤害，看来只好换了。 雅典的任务真是解不完呢。在这里，好像在海上。 海战，割喉事业。
That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
It looks like I'll have to report you, Socrates. It's what a good citizen would do, right?
Oh, very good. Although a bit preemptive without all the details, wouldn't you say?
It was a joke.
The real question is whether there is truth behind the joke, or if one's mind can be changed once the whole story is revealed.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where is the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
干，你已经抓到小偷了，然后你自己不去问，那卡森多真正可怜，四处帮人跑腿。你最好是有个好理由啦。 哎，不能进来哦。
This area will be well
抱
defended.
歉。啊，我不知道你们那边不可以进来，抱歉。哦，买了。这个小偷果然凶狠呢。哇靠！追到这边来啦！ 怎么会追？需要草丛的时候，草丛在哪里？只要求一束草丛。
Quickly now!
Honor God!
Ανυπόφορον εστιν ώρα.
Μόνο εδώ παι! Οι οφθαλμοί μου πεσέμουν.
Ούκα θέλω την ίσκη. Οπότε εις αυτή δώσε Μπότνια, ο σύζυγος ημών πέθνει και μη χρεοληπτήσω. Έφτιαξα! Σύνελθε, σύνελθε, τέλωσες.
看这个小偷真是不简单呢吼。
Ο σκευοφύλαξ μέρος στη Λαμβάνη και η ανεκνευτέα με
没有草丛，没有草丛，不需要草丛。这游戏最强的，就只有草丛而已啊。
They won't ask any questions. Let's keep out of sight.
这个会被发现，不能躲。GG。
I'm going to put a stop to that noise. Stop that noise, or I'll stop you!
啊，走了。
Hey! Stop!
Huh? Is someone trying to mess with me? If I wanted whistling, I'd buy a bird. Huh?
What was that noise?
I shouldn't be hearing that. Ah, fuck. Nothing. Who did that?
Yeah.
Πίσω πνηρώσεντα. Τι, αναμένεις παρεμούει να πεις τον Σον Κόπον. Δίκον συμμορία ικανοτέρα εστί ανεργάζεται.
Καλύπτοντας το ιδιαίτερο σώμα, ώστε τα γάλματα οι αοράτες στους ναούς και την αγορά.
Ότι ούν επιθυμείτε ο άντρας και οι γυναίκες δύναμες φέρει.
I should check that out. That whistling is driving me mad.
瞬移耶！
Let me bring you release.
That's the thief. You won't escape. Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me?
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it, or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There's no other option?
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have no idea.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
το τέλος όψεστε.
搜刮。没东西啊。
Αληθές εστί.
Have you decided what should be done?
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from, let him keep it. It'll do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An intriguing thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is the correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
苏格拉底真的很烦欸。 好了，看起来时间也差不多了，11点了。我们这一次的第6集的实况就先到这边好了。平常时间不要太晚睡。好了，先这样子吧，我看明天再继续好了。就这样喽，拜拜。